Hello and welcome to my Wisdom in Christ YouTube channel. Today is a little bit inspired by not a Bible verse, but this little bit is inspired by a book called The LDS Gospel of Light. When I first started getting back into religion and Christianity, one of the very first things that I did was bought some books. And I went to my local Deseret Industries or DI, and I was scrolling through all these books, finding Jehovah's Witness books, Mormon theology books, all these different books. And one of the books I found was this book. And this book is a hidden gem. If you go on Amazon, you will not be able to find this book very easily. It is on there. It doesn't have a lot of reviews. The person that wrote it isn't super well known. It's kind of a little secret. This book is super cool. Again, it's called The LDS Gospel of Light by B. Grant Bishop, MD. And I was reading through this. I've read almost half of the book now, and I'm not much of a reader. Generally had a hard time focusing growing up, but since I got back into religion and Christianity, reading has become something I'm a lot more into. I'm a lot more passionate about. It's easier for me to do. And it's talking about light in this section. And it says, to measure any one specific wavelength of light, a specific instrument must be used. We cannot use a radio to comprehend X-rays, nor can we see microwaves with our eyes. We have to obey the law of any given wavelength if we wish to use its energy. There is no compromise here. Light is the fact, and we make use of light only by becoming compatible with it. It is like music. Each individual tone is a wave with a particular wavelength. Sound waves also have overtones, which are smaller units of the main wave. The first overtone of any given note is 1 octave above or below that note. Then there are also sub-overtones such as a fifth, a fourth, and a third. The overtone vibrations are compatible with each other because they are subsets of each other. And listen to this part. Together, overtones make beautiful music because their vibrations are compatible. It is the same with light waves. They are what they are. We don't change what is eternal. We can only comprehend what is. Eternal law is the fixed nature of light. We train our beings to be light-detecting instruments, vibrating with eternal light waves, making spiritual music, and comprehending what is by accepting light's eternal nature. Comprehending what is by accepting light's eternal nature. We become part of God's eternal light by understanding light's fixed nature and by accepting its healing warmth. This is so cool, you guys. Light waves are very similar to music. It's a great analogy to use. Certain light waves will have overtones and they're harmonic with each other. They're compatible with each other. And so you'll notice sometimes, two people can be incompatible with each other. Well, why is that? Humans are luminescent. Have you ever walked up to somebody and noticed somebody that's literally shining, like there's a radiance around their body, versus walking up to somebody that there's darkness and you can see darkness around them? Very clear differences in those people. And in order for there to be compatible people, often those overtones of the light around the human body need to be in harmony with each other. But that is not all. If you think of light as being eternal, then we ourselves want to change what frequencies we're resonating at. If you ever met somebody that just seems to be very happy, very confident, that's because they have tuned themselves, they've tuned the light within themselves to be in harmony. In fact, the word heaven derives from the word harmony. So it's a very interesting thing to think about. And I believe that we can taste heaven, we can touch heaven in this life. We can be harmonic beings of light. And as a result of that, we can find heaven in the life to come. So that's just my little thought for the day. Again, this book is the LDS Gospel of Light. It's full of awesome stuff. Very cool guy. So huge thank you to the person that wrote this book. I've been super inspired reading through it lately. I hope you learned. Maybe you were inspired by today's video about light. Thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. If you want me to share more Bible verses, or even if you want to see more stuff about light. Thank you guys for tuning in, and peace be with you.